Everyone, today's video explains why and how narcissists engage in sexual activity with other people. Narcissists, like everyone else, have an insatiable desire to satisfy their sexual needs. It's a desire that has the potential to be fulfilled on multiple levels. However, having sex with a narcissist can have disastrous consequences for both partners. It has the potential to be highly addictive. Here are a few ways you might anticipate a narcissist using you for sex. Be sure to stick around to the end for a special extra surprise. First and foremost, narcissists enjoy love bombing immensely. People gravitate toward those who exude allure and charisma. Therefore, narcissists often put on an act of charm in order to win over their admirers. At this stage of the relationship, narcissists have a naive sense of entitlement, thinking that they should be admired and wanted. They want to show you how sweet they are by treating you like royalty and doting on you constantly as part of their courtship strategy. This cycle of action seeks to initially impress, then successfully trap, and finally successfully persuade the target. The goal is to get you to give in to their lustful demands. In gratitude for the kindness and generosity they have shown, they hope to engage in sexual activity. Second, they foster an environment of dependence. Having a sexual relationship where you feel needed and valued is intriguing, much like the tango requires at least one dancer. It's an excellent method of improving one's sense of self-worth. This is because narcissists have a way of making you feel indispensable. They'll make you think they can't function without you. You will become accustomed to such treatment at the hands of a narcissist, leading to eventual codependence. They use that to their advantage. People that are codependent are usually selfless. These individuals have an overwhelming appeal to self-centered narcissists. On the other hand, narcissists are so self-absorbed that they actually encourage everyone around them to rely on them. And those with a codependent trait tend to think they've found the one person who'll truly prioritize their own needs. When codependent finds someone they can confide in completely, they often feel a renewed sense of pride in themselves. 3. Narcissists feel they demand the highest privilege. The narcissist embodies the concept of entitlement. Narcissists believe they are entitled to everything they desire and don't have to work for it or beg for it. They believe they should be able to have sex with whomever they want. They have the right to demand it whenever they want, regardless of how others might react. When it comes to personal interactions, narcissists are full of arrogance and self-importance. In their case, it may mean putting an emphasis on their own sense of fulfillment as a top priority. Narcissism may also imply that others would bend over backward to satisfy their every whim. Number 4. Narcissists will threaten their victims. Narcissists view their desires as absolute truths that everyone else must accept. It's a hard no for them. However, narcissists will get enraged, will build barricades, and will finally smash people who are resisting in any way possible until they succeed. Narcissists won't hesitate to force others to give in to blackmail or worry in order to acquire what they desire. Men and women who use sexual threats against others are not hard to find nowadays. There are various ways to deliver a threat, but when sex is the intended outcome, the most common is to damage one's reputation. A narcissist would behave in an unpleasant manner, such as threatening to post their partner's naked pictures or sex videos online for all to see if they don't have sex with them. 5. The use of force. Narcissists often adopt the motto, by any means necessary. If they want to have sex with you, they will use any means necessary, regardless of whether you have given your free and informed consent. Their requests amount to orders, and you can't just say yes or no to them. It doesn't matter what you say, yes or no. They may even engage in sexual activity without your permission or consent. Narcissists may use threats, deception, and even physical assault to coerce you into having sexual contact with them. Number 6. No strings attached. To narcissists, there are no restrictions or boundaries, only pals. The deepest desire of a narcissist. Some people may consider sexual activity to be the essence of romance. However, for a narcissist, sex is only almost sex. Therefore, sexual satisfaction is prioritized over developing meaningful relationships. It's possible that after making love, you'll feel that your relationship has progressed, but that's not always the case. When interacting with a narcissist in such a personal way, you are still merely a friend with benefits in their eyes. They avoid taking responsibility for their acts and the outcomes they bring about, much like a man who abandons his girlfriend after he has finally garnered her attention. Or a lady who only wants to have sexual relations and therefore has an abortion. 7. The act of cheating. Those who suffer from narcissism are doomed to experience unhappiness in any committed partnership. This is one method in which a narcissist may have sexual encounters with individuals outside of the bounds of their committed relationships. Satisfying their sexual needs takes precedence over everything else in their lives, even if it means tearing apart their own or other people's marriages. They rely on sexual activity as a means of achieving emotional and physical validation, regardless of the feelings of others who may be affected. Their level of interest is that high. They suffer no remorse or embarrassment at all when apprehended. Even worse, they try to shift the blame elsewhere, usually onto their ex-flaws partners or the deceit of a third party. In a nutshell, it's a destination for folks looking to indulge their libidinal urges. Narcissists, generally speaking, believe that human beings have fundamental flaws and are not created equal. Some sexual narcissists could even see other people as mere tools for fulfilling their libidinal needs. It's easy to get rid of a slave or a plaything once they're no longer needed. Being in a relationship with a narcissist requires you to be accessible 24/7 and give up your freedom and sexuality to please them. Number 8. Narcissists only care about themselves for their own sexual and egotistical pleasure. Narcissists think very highly of themselves. They have a lofty view of themselves, both in and out of the sack. Narcissists use sexual encounters for their own benefit rather than to improve their connections with others. A lack of empathy characterizes their selfish nature. Their primary concern is quantity rather than quality. They are more concerned with their personal success than that of their partner. Sexually unsafe behaviors and sexual assault are common outcomes when you're with narcissists. Number 9. Use it once and trash it. In the eyes of a narcissist, you are nothing more than a commodity. They can suddenly treat you like rubbish after treating you like gold. To borrow a cliché, they will exploit your sexuality to the point where you are physically and emotionally spent. Once they've had sex with you, they forget all about you and move on to other people. Just do what you did with them. A person who has satisfied their sexual desires is likely to play you for a fool again before leaving you. Here's something extra for you to check out. 10. Narcissists frequently send photographs that highlight either their machismo or their terrible weaknesses. Narcissists like the spotlight and actively seek out situations in which they may shine. They think way too highly of themselves as men, and that's why narcissists show it off to the potential sexual partner. They anticipate you would give in to temptation because of the large size of it. Maintain a safe distance from them. If you don't provide anything to the narcissist first, they'll surprise you by putting up a picture of their own car while you're there or posting it online. Bad to the core. The only appropriate reaction to such treatment is to stop receiving it. Leave and don't return. Those who are sexual narcissists have a pathological fixation with their own sexuality. However, narcissists of all stripes share a predisposition towards sexually abusive behavior. They are just as dangerous in bed as they are anywhere else. I hope you find this information helpful. Have a nice day. When a narcissist confronts you with all their might, these things will ultimately put them down. Narcissists do not apologize. They wait until you're over it. To say you're sorry for something you did is to say, "I'm sorry." But regret is a bad feeling that makes us think we did something wrong when something bad happened. Narcissists can't take responsibility or accept blame, even if it's their fault. Narcissists will say and do things that make you feel like you share their self-centered worldview. Because they feel inferior, they'll do all in their power to make you feel inferior. Typically, when people complain about others, they're projecting their own character defects onto those around them. Everything a narcissist acts, says, or thinks reflects their current state of mind. And the only way they can feel better is if their companions are at least as miserable as they are. They intend to make you feel inferior to them so they can feel superior. Remember, misery loves company. Nonetheless, misery desires to feel victorious. When someone lacks empathy, it's easy for them to point the finger at others and let them deal with their own bad feelings, since they can't feel what other people feel. Because narcissists don't care about other people and try to avoid feeling guilty, they will never apologize to you in a way that shows they take responsibility for what they did. Don't try to beat a narcissist at their own game, because there's no way we can win. So, today I'm going to show you how to get rid of narcissists for good without hurting yourself. But first, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you could share this video with any of your friends, family members, or loved ones, it would really help this channel grow. And if this is your first time here, we ask that you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any future updates. I appreciate your support. Let's begin. The first thing to do, it won't work to force, try, or encourage the narcissist to change. Instead, work on getting better, and making more friends. If we haven't gotten help for our codependency, or are just starting to get better, we might become too dependent on others, which is very bad for us. It makes us sick to run around and try to control things we have no right to control, like how other people see us, what happens, and how things turn out. If that was their goal, the narcissist would have tried hard to change their behavior by now. Get back in charge of your life by deciding to do whatever you need to do to be the best version of yourself. It does not matter about the narcissist. You are the only one who can change your life, so get to work. The better your life will be, the sooner you stop focusing on the narcissist and start working on yourself. The best way to get rid of a narcissist is to be your best self and live your best life. 2. Taking a break from the fight. The only way to beat a narcissist is to stay away from them. Aside from that, it is a waste of time. Why? Because when you deal with these people, you can never win. So do yourself a favor and leave the fights, arguments, and battles of wills that never end. Give them the last word. This will make them feel like they won. If you walk away, you save your vital life force energy and the rest of your health. You win in both the short term and the long term. Ignore what toxic people like the narcissist and their toxic friends have to say. 3. If you try to tell a narcissist what you need, you'll only make things worse. Get ready, because I'm about to tell you the hard truth. The narcissist doesn't care about you, so you should leave. Because they only care about themselves. They don't care what you think, feel, or need, even if it's healthy and reasonable. Even though it's hard to believe, that is the truth. Do what you think is best to take care of yourself. A narcissist can't give you what you want. So, stop counting on other people to meet your needs and start taking care of yourself. You'll no longer need the narcissist and will be able to be yourself again, without the narcissist controlling you. If you want to meet people who are healthy, caring, and healthy for both of you, you need to do this right. The first step to healing from a codependent relationship is to realize that you are no longer tied to it and are free to make healthy adult relationships. You've earned it, so you can keep it. 4. Learn how to protect yourself emotionally and physically. To avoid narcissist projections, you need to learn how to keep your emotions in check and be spiritually disciplined. You can stop them from doing that if they want to come over and press a button for fun. If you want to be the narcissist with confidence and style, you should take very good care of yourself. To get the most out of them, you need to use them every day and get into good habits and routines. If we're not used to taking care of ourselves, it's hard to beat a narcissist's confidence and sense of style. Given how long we've been singled out for blame, it makes sense that we're having trouble in this area. The next morning, when you wake up, you have full control over your life. You should first take care of yourself. The only person who has to do it is you. Leave a comment below to let me know if you plan to make any of these changes in the future. 5. You shouldn't feel bad for the narcissist. People who like narcissists are more likely to believe their lies and nonsense, even if it's not theirs. Worst of all, they won't understand how you feel, making you feel betrayed, powerless, and defeated. Empaths may pick up on other people's bad feelings and low vibrational frequencies, even if they don't have them themselves. For people who care a lot, the trouble of a hangover is not worth the risk. Instead, be kind to the narcissist from a distance and save your empathy for yourself and other kind and loving people. 6. Talk to people you know you can trust. To get over a narcissist with confidence and grace, you need a strong support system. This is because you must first heal from the abuse. If you don't already have it, it's up to you to get it. It's important to find people you can trust and talk to about your worries. This person could be an expert in the field, or a trusted friend, family member, or relative. It doesn't mean, though, that we should treat these people like garbage cans and dump our bad feelings and problems on them over and over again. On the contrary, it means that you'll have a place to go when you want to be heard and accepted. I can say that you can't heal from narcissistic abuse on your own. You need a strong support system. We'd all be better off if we had someone we could talk to about our worries. This is why you need to find a group of people who can help you meet your emotional needs. This will make you less likely to try to meet these needs from people who aren't trustworthy or who could hurt you if they knew about them. Remember that you are in charge of your health and well-being, so find ways to meet your needs that are good for you. To do this, we depend heavily on building and keeping a strong network of support over time. All I have to say for today is that. Thank you for coming today, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, please tell us about it in the comment section below. Consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell icon below the video if you want to see more videos from us. Thank you. Exposing how the narcissist provokes you when you're being too powerful and threaten their existence. Because they are jealous and dissatisfied, narcissists are harmful toward others. Anyone continuously being critical of others is usually filled with deep-seated rage and jealousy because they don't see their life aspirations or ambitions manifesting. The narcissist will act as if they care about you only to learn about your intentions to achieve your life goals and then crush them like hail. Never expect a narcissist to be sincerely positive about whatever you do, because they're so toxic that if the opportunity arises, they will pull the rug out from under you. Narcissists are your worst. They will disseminate your errors and brag about your accomplishments as if it's theirs. Narcissists want others to believe they're helpless victims. They want people to think that they did nothing wrong and that others were unnecessarily mean and abusive to them. This is since narcissists are notoriously dishonest. So when someone attacks a narcissist, you can bet it's in retaliation for the narcissist's abuse and manipulation. This is known as reactive abuse. In short, it's like when the actual victim is now the abuser. A narcissist actively attempts to push their target in that direction. But why? What good are narcissists doing that? Before we begin, I'd like to thank everyone who has watched this video. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could use the like button to help us out. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos we'll be posting in the future. Let's begin. Okay, we'll look at how a narcissist might bother you today. They may do this in various ways, including remaining silent around us, pushing our boundaries by doing or saying things they know will irritate us, and so on. They can also be aggressive and petty at times. They could triangulate you, do something to make you envious, mock you, or try to put you down. A narcissist will go to any length to elicit a negative response from you, and they want you to be angry, insecure, unhappy, or even aggressive. They generally do things that can be easily misinterpreted. Narcissists employ their cunning skills to do and say precisely the correct number of things to avoid being implicated. Because they are always aware of what they are doing, narcissists commit acts of total insanity. After that, with some confidence, narcissists are physically and verbally aggressive to those close to them. They give off a brawl-inducing vibe. They would say and do the most annoying things to get you to reply in kind. They want you to lash out at them and curse them when they harm you. They also hope that if they damage you, you will fight back. Narcissists may use various strategies to achieve their objectives, but their goal is always the same. Narcissists may commit acts of complete insanity, but it's because they're fully aware of what they're doing at all times. They want to obtain what they wish by eliciting the worst in you. They want to eat all the negative energy you can dish out, and they'll gobble it all up. When exposed to these toxic environments, the evil that already resides in them is fed and strengthened. A wicked smile or a smug satisfaction can be seen on their face at these times. To the narcissist, the fact that they have brought you to this point gives them a sense of power and control. In addition to feeding off your negative energy, it also allows them to point the finger and make you feel guilty for something you didn't do. Their guilt-inducing behavior would make it impossible for you to recognize that they made you feel sorry in the first place. Narcissists are incredibly adept at detecting our weaknesses and generating guilt in us due to our reactions to those flaws. While they're adept at minimizing their acts, they excel in exaggerating the impact of those on others. And if you're not aware of their tricks, they'll push you to take responsibility for everything, including how you behave to them and the pain they caused you. While the narcissist plays the victim card, you're the only one apologizing and seeking to make things right. No matter how much the narcissist pushes, stopping after you have snapped is impossible. There will be no way to erase the memory of this event from anyone's mind once the narcissist succeeds in bringing someone to this stage. As a result, even if it never happens again, they will continue to use it against you. To make you seem like the violent crimes they are so afraid of, the people around you will tell anybody who will listen that you have a history of violence. Your reputation and credibility are in jeopardy because of the narcissist's new addition of truth to their lies. When you reply to a narcissist, it shows them that you're invested in the relationship between you and them. Whether you love or detest them, the narcissist will take advantage of your feelings and turn them against you. When it comes to the narcissist, it is all a game of provoking others, and watching how they respond. That means they get to take something from you while also manipulating your emotions. When you lash out at them, they'll do all their power to make you feel bad about yourself. It also allows the narcissist to play the victim's part, possibly the most crucial benefit. As a result, it's critical to know how to deal with toxic people who sap your vitality. If we don't learn to control our emotions, the narcissist will. Narcissists will never stop hating, manipulating, lying, gossiping, and triangulating to elicit a response from us, which they will then use against us. They will also cheat and engage in other dishonest actions. We can't give them that opportunity or give them influence over us, since there is no way for us to benefit in any way from doing so. Only the narcissist benefits when we respond violently or aggressively to them. That concludes today's video. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Consider subscribing to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified of our subsequent videos. Thank you. Envy is a feeling of resentment or anger when you see someone else benefiting from an advantage and you can't enjoy the same. Anger and resentment toward another person can come from anyone, not just a narcissist. Narcissists, on the other hand, are notoriously uncontrollable when it comes to their feelings of envy. Envy can put someone in danger, and that is a fact. You may end up being hurt or betrayed by someone who is envious of what you have because they desire them. Hatred, lying, gossiping, cheating, stealing, or even killing are all examples of unpleasant feelings and acts that can be sparked by envy. That's why knowing the telltale signals of someone's jealousy is so important, so you can avoid them and keep your faith in yourself, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist. First of all, I just wanted to thank you and appreciate everyone who has taken the time to check out my video. Thank you so much. I also want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel and enable the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the new videos uploaded on this channel. Let's continue. Jealousy is a scary feeling, especially when dealing with narcissists. That is why we're going to discuss it today and find out what we can do to protect ourselves. There are several signs to look out for when trying to discover whether or not someone is envious of your achievements. If this is the case, you should look for them. It's even more important to know how covert narcissists behave and what red flags to look for to avoid falling prey to one of these manipulative individuals, because it will lead to many unpleasant consequences if you notice them too late. One thing to know, envy is not only emotion for narcissists, but a constant state of being for them. Because they lack empathy, they can't change their ways or their negative feelings toward you. To get what they want, they can do whatever it takes. There's nothing that can stop them. This drives them to strive for greater heights than others around them. It is because of envy that narcissists are unhappy, and it's also because of envy that they perceive everyone around them to be a threat. Consequently, they will engage in any negative conduct if dragging you down allows them to rise up the ladder of success faster. They don't care if it's a parent, kid, friend, lover, or anybody else they must take down. Narcissists are a danger to everyone because they care more about their own image, fortune, and power than they do about the people in their lives. To maintain their identity, narcissists seek out relationships with the people they claim to love. It can all be possible when it comes to love, friendship, or even a business partnership. As a result, the narcissist is said to love bomb the people they most admire at the beginning of a romantic engagement. Those of us who have had romantic or platonic relationships with narcissistic people know they were drawn to us because we possessed traits they coveted. Narcissists are drawn to persons who share their ideas and characteristics. For this reason, one of the first actions taken by someone who is jealous of you is to seem to have an unusual or high interest in that person. Narcissists do this to keep their adversaries close by making it appear as if they are interested in them. Narcissists, when jealous of another person, often show an unusual or intense interest in the person they envy. Your background will be checked to the fullest extent possible. They will try to get as close to you as possible and spend as much time with you as possible. They'll be completely enamored with you. To put it more succinctly, narcissists are known for their aggressiveness. However, because it's not real, you'll feel uneasy or uncomfortable anytime they're around. Having this sensation will alert you to the fact that something is amiss. As a result, it's critical to trust your gut feelings. They will show admiration or congratulate you on some of your personality that they find endearing as soon as they're in your company. In other cases, they may even publicly admit that they wish they had what you have, either in jest or out of genuine desire. In addition, you should anticipate receiving a barrage of compliments and other types of adoration. A narcissist gets a kick out of making people feel good about themselves in the hopes that it would relax their defenses. Beware of people who lavish you with excessive or dishonest compliments, as they're likely to have an ulterior agenda. Their micro-expressions, which can be transitory but can be incredibly revealing, are another crucial indicator to keep an eye out for. Narcissists are envious of other people's success and can't stand it. It is possible that they may scowl or grimace for a few seconds before trying to put on a fake smile when they hear good news about someone else. Whenever they think no one is looking at them, look for a nasty gaze. Anyone can be guilty of gossiping while they're feeling jealous. No matter how close you're to the narcissist, they will still defame you. These people constantly speak negatively about you because they're depressed and want to spread their suffering to others. To avoid this, you should prepare yourself for the narcissist to begin to stare at and circulate rumors about you. Narcissists who are jealous of you are likelier to try to engage in a relationship with you and any activities you do. They're trying to find a way to know everything about you inside the group. They'd like to know what your weaknesses are, to either financially exploit you or exterminate you once and for all. They want it all. When it comes to making decisions, narcissists put themselves first. Therefore, they won't hesitate to do everything they can to ruin your life as quickly as they can. Remember that the narcissist is only interested in you because you have what they desire. Other than your physical appearance, which is often the focus of attention, a narcissist may envy your confidence, independence, and personality. Aside from that, they also try to steal items from you. The narcissist will do all in their power to take away your feeling of self-worth by taking away these essential components of your identity. There is no sorrow or remorse on the part of the narcissist for abandoning you. They won't give you a second glance after taking everything they can and then throwing you away. Only one thing matters to them regarding people and relationships: draining them dry of all the resources they can get from them. Narcissists can do things that you may never think of, and they will have no sense of guilt or shame for their acts. If we want to avoid being sucked in by the narcissist, we must be aware of these warning signs and take action to protect ourselves. But that's all I've got time for at the moment. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. To ensure that you don't miss any of the new videos posted on this channel in the future, join this channel and activate the bell icon. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.